Hi there! Wrapping up the semester in this final video journal, and honestly, it feels like more like a milestone than an ending to me. This clinical experience has challenged me, shaped me, and taught me so much about who I'm becoming as a psychiatric provider. So today, I want to take a few minutes to reflect on that growth, where I started, what I've learned, and what I'm carrying forward into practice. At the beginning of the semester, I set two main goals. First, I wanted to become more comfortable in conducting psychiatric interviews and using screening tools. Second, I aimed to build stronger clinical judgment around psychiatric medications, particularly learning how to tailor each treatment based on each patient's needs, their comorbidities, and side effect profiles. Looking back, I'm proud of the progress I've made. I'm so grateful for my preceptor that she allowed me to take lead on writing HPIs and consistently encourage open discussion. We brainstormed before and after nearly every appointment, which gave me the chance to process each case in real time. While I wasn't independently creating treatment plan, I was actively engaged in the clinical decision-making process through observations and discussions, which really helped me think critically about each patient's needs. In terms of psychopharmacology, I become more confident in understanding the rationale behind each medication choices. I've learned how to evaluate side effect profiles, symptoms presentation, and comorbidities to better understand why certain medications are preferred. For example, I now have a clearer sense of when to lean on towards SNRI for pain-related depression, or when to be cautious with stimulants in patients with trauma histories or sleep concerns. One area that really pushed me to grow as was managing my own bias, especially around ADHD diagnosis. I noticed a lot of our patients came in convinced that they have ADHD, often citing focus issues alone. That's the only symptoms that they present. And referencing sources like TikTok or online content. Many became defensive when we tried to explore other possibilities. At first, I found myself being skeptical, but I recognized that that's a bias, and I worked to shift my mindset from judgment to understanding. I reminded myself that impaired focus is a transdiagnostic symptoms. It can stem from anxiety, from depression, trauma, or even poor sleep. And that mindset shift helped me remain compassionate while staying clinically grounded. When it came to managing my own anxiety and self-doubt, I focused on staying engaged and curious. I asked a lot of questions before and after appointments, discussed cases with my preceptor, and sought out additional learning through books, reading journals, even podcasts. And I've learned that confidence doesn't come from having all the answers. It comes from doing the work and staying open to learning. One of the biggest insights I've gained is that every patient brings a unique story. Even when two patients have the same exact diagnosis, same medication, their experiences, their support system, and responses to treatment can be completely different. Psychiatric care isn't about following a script. It's about listening, it's about adapting, and building trust. Reflective practice has deeply impacted me not just as a future psychiatric provider, but as a person. It helped me become more self aware, more empathetic, and I learned how to pause, to listen more fully, and to try to understand the why behind people's behaviors, whether it's a patient in crisis or someone in my personal circle. Checking in with myself and recognizing my own emotional response has helped me stay grounded and compassionate. My patients have taught me just as much as my textbooks, though through their resilience, their vulnerability, and each of their unique experiences. They've shaped the way I understand mental health and the human experience is much deeper, more nuanced way. At the heart of it, I want to treat my patient the way I would want to treat myself or my loved ones to be treated. I want to treat them with respect, care, and hope. I don't want to just manage their symptoms. I want to help people live fuller and happier life. Supporting someone healing means looking beyond the diagnosis and helping them move forward to stability, growth, and better quality of life. And yes, I fully plan to continue using reflection in my future practice, whether that's talking to my coworkers, my colleagues, or just asking myself, what could I have done better or what could I have done differently? Reflection will remain a key part of how I grow. It keeps me aligned with my values, grounded in empathy, and focused on becoming the provider I want to be. Thanks for following me along in this journey, and I'm grateful for all the learning and looking forward to what comes next.